All right, guys. I got to do that loud clap at the beginning for a reason. Let me check. Okay, mic is good, camera's good, so we're good. Anywho, welcome back to more Twin WrestlePod. Fix this dumbass camera. I gotta get super over here for it. Anyway, welcome back to more Twin WrestlePod, and today we're doing our annual Raw preview for August 12th, 2024. And let's click on the preview. Okay. Quick hits, we got Sammy taking on Braun in the 2 out of 3 Falls match for the Intercontinental Championship. Rhea Ripley, Damage Control. Oh boy. Damian Priest, Alpha Academy is stored. Really don't want to see that match. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up, shall we? Alright, man. Alpha Academy scores off against American Made. The Creeds have to win this match. Tozawa and Otis is not on their level. This is nothing that needs to be said. I expect Ivy now to probably come out there and beat up Maxine Dupree to further establish her being on the side of American Made. So there's that situation down. Next up, we got Damian Priest taking on Carlito of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest, former member of the Judgment Day, has been taking on the members of the Judgment Day until he can get his hands on Finn Balor. And he destroyed JD last week, which we saw it coming. But the match wasn't official because I think Finn Balor came out there, hit Damian Priest from behind, and then the rest of the Judgment Day jumped him. And Rhea came out there and made the save. Expect the same here. Damian to dominate this match. And another interference from the Judgment Day members. And Carlito being in the Judgment Day, he just really floats wherever the wind takes him, whether it's left or right. He's just the inaugural member in the Judgment Day at this point, man. You gotta love Carlito. So, but he will probably lose this match by DQ like last week. Damage Control taking on Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Number 1 contenders match for the tag team titles. Damage Control lost a member Dakota Kai last week because Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, and Sonya Deville beat her up in the backstage area before the match was supposed to take place with her and Sonya Deville last week. And Io ended up taking her place, and Io ended up winning the match against Sonya Deville. So it's up in the air whether we do Triple H is going to do 50-50 booking here. He might, and just give the win to Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. But they already don't have the opportunity. That's how we got the triple threat tag team match at Clash at the Castle in Scotland with them, Alba Fire, Aladon, and Jade and Bianca for the titles. So I do not expect Zoe Stark and them to win this match. I am going to take Damage Control, Io, and Kyrie for the win. And then somehow Shayna and Zoe and Sonya's group will cost Damage Control the matchup. And whenever they get these shots for the championships. But I'm taking Damage Control tonight. Rhea Ripley kicks off the show because we didn't hear nothing from her last week at all regarding the situation that happened at her end of her SummerSlam match with Liv Morgan, with Dominic sucking face with Liv Morgan. So she kicks off the show, and we will get her talking on the mic about that situation and where we go from here with not Damian Priest, but Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Dom. I'm thinking it's leaning towards a mixed tag team match at Bash in Berlin. Her and Damian versus, I wouldn't say Dom and Liv, but Liv and somebody, maybe Liv and Finn Balor. Never know. We'll see. So that's the only compatible, equal footing on both sides when it comes to competitors. I don't see them putting Dom in that matchup. She's going to get her hands on Dom eventually, but it won't be until at a later date. Alright, then we have our main event, which is Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker in a 2 out of 3 Falls match for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker will not lose this matchup. Sami Zayn is not going to regain the championship. I do not expect that at all. And with Jey Uso saying last week that they have unfinished business with the Judgment Day, I can probably see the Judgment Day playing a factor in this match. Also, costing Sammy this match. I don't see Braun beating him straight up. There's going to be something that causes Sammy one of these falls in this match and end up having him lose the match. So I'm going to take Braun in this main event segment. So let's touch on some things from last week. Okay. So last week's Raw, we had a phenomenal segment with Bronson Reed taking out Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is legitimately hurt. He's going to take some time off to rest up some nagging injuries. So he's warranted that, man. So Seth is going to be on the back burner for a while. But this is a great way to establish Bronson Reed because, as you guys know from watching this channel, and I'm a big Bronson Reed guy, right? I love this performance in the chamber match for the U.S. Championship. I think 2 years ago in the Elimination Chamber. His sequence of battles he had with Ivar, a couple months back. But man, he hasn't really done nothing of note as of late. And I was about to get off the Bronson Reed train. Like he's just there. He talking big game and then he ends up losing. Or he wins a match by DQ. Lost to Sheamus like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm like, man, like, what are we doing? And then we come out on Monday Night Raw last week and he destroys Seth Rollins. Hit him with like 6 tsunami splashes. And he told Adam Pearce in the beginning of the night that he's going to have to take his chances instead of Adam Pearce giving him chances. So he took his shot and he delivered a beat down on Seth Rollins, where Seth Rollins broke some ribs, had internal bleeding, and now he's going to be out for probably a few months, maybe at the latest. So this was a huge feather in the cap for Bronson Reed. Let's see if Triple H can push on his envelope here and keep this momentum going behind Reed and see what he does tonight. But I like that for Bronson Reed. We're gonna get more of Pete Dunne and Sheamus. We're gonna see more build from CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and what their match will be at Bash in Berlin, since now that Seth Rollins is officially out of the picture. I wonder what kind of match they're gonna do. Is it gonna be no DQ or what? I'm interested to see what we're gonna get from CM Punk and Drew McIntyre tonight. And we found out also last week that Gunther will be defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton at Bash in Berlin. It's a rematch from their King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view match, where Orton's shoulders were not on the mat when the ref counted for 3, and Gunther ended up beating Orton. So this is another way to, whether it was a botch or not, whether to right that wrong at King and Queen of the Ring in that matchup. So we're going to get another match between Orton and Gunther at Bash of Berlin. I expect it to be another fantastic match, but Gunther will win. Hopefully we get Orton on the show tonight and we get to further develop this program. Just a little more stuff that we need for this program. But I think that's pretty much everything I'm interested in really when it comes to Raw. Wyatt Six had a great debut. I can't forget to mention him. Had a great debut last week. Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Dexter Lumis had a great match with American Made, and they made some history for Bray, man. Bray would be proud of what they accomplished last week on Monday Night Raw. So we're going to see where they go after that, since American Made is now doing something with Alpha Academy. So Monday Night Raw is seeming like it's going to be shaping up to be a great show. We'll see what happens tonight. And man, that's going to do it for the Raw preview show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do down below. Make sure to like, make sure to share, comment, and subscribe below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all take it easy, bro.